The Queen has arrived. Long live the Queen. Hey Fragrance family, I'm David, I'm a fragrance bro, of course your best source for everything fragrance related. Now many of you know that I really love Creed. I like a lot of the fragrances by Creed, and I've reviewed most of them, and I have reviewed a few fragrances that are in their female range. I'm just trying to slowly creep into the female range a little bit, and they just came out with a new fragrance. You may have watched my unboxing video. I have an unboxing video of this that I did last month. This of course is their latest release, Queen of Silk. Now, this was released this year, 2024, as of this recording. Notes in this are osmanthus, tuberose, Chinese cedarwood, Javanese patchouli, oud, and Madagascar vanilla. Now, I think as far as fragrances go within the Creed line, I think a lot of the fragrances in their line are kind of dominated by the male side, or maybe even the unisex side. I think most of the male and unisex range is just absolutely fantastic. But the female range, to me, seems to kind of lack in the kind of star quality that the male range has. And I don't really know why that is, but I've smelled a few of them, and I think they're all really good, but some of them kind of lack that greatness that some of the male fragrances have, like Royal Oud, Green Irish Tweed, Aventus. Those are absolutely top tier, but I don't know if they have any top tier women's fragrances until I tried Queen of Silk. And no joke, I think this is really one of the top tier scents in the Creed range and is an incredible female scent. Now this is a rich and thick, and I would say even sensual type of scent, but it's not sexy in a way. I'll get to that in a little bit. But right away, I get some of the citrus in this. And it doesn't list citrus in here, but it says osmanthus. Osmanthus can bring a kind of peach-like quality here, and I think that's really what I'm smelling at the very start. It's slight, but I get it there. And along with that, I get some tuberose. I don't normally like tuberose. It's one of those notes that I kind of actually hate. But in this one, it's done really well, and I would say that it's not cloying, it's not too much, and it's not kind of that hyper tuberose that a lot of them bring. It's done so well, and it's kind of grounded by a lot of the other notes in this, like oud and cedar and vanilla as well. And really, right away, you get all the notes all at once, and it's really wild. It's so intense right away, but I love it. It's so intense and so full and fat. And then slowly over time, it kind of peels away the layers one by one, and you kind of lose the osmanthus right away. And then later on, you lose the tuberose, and then you lose the oud, and then you lose the vanilla. It slowly just changes one by one by one, and it's really fun and interesting to wear and see that change develop. But at the start, there is a little bit more of that greenness, that freshness, that citrus peach-like thing at the very start. And then once that goes away, you get more of that tuberose floral type of scent, bolstered by this really beautiful woody amber accord. And this is definitely fully in the amber range. This is not resinous, but it is more of the vanilla woodiness thing here that brings a kind of amber essence to it. I think this is great for the fall and winter, especially winter. And I think this is great for nighttime especially. This could work great on a date, and I think this could be really good for formal use as well, especially for ladies. Now this is a woman's fragrance. It's marketed towards women. Do I think men could wear this? I do, in a way, but I think this is more for women. In some ways, this does remind me of some fragrances that are marketed toward maybe a Middle Eastern clientele. This has that essence about it. So it is a floral, amber, woody amber type of scent. There's a lot of Middle Eastern, Oriental type of scents that have a similar type of vibe to this. So I can definitely see men of a certain type wear this and wear it proudly. There are some notes in here that have a little bit of overlap with some traditional masculine fragrances, especially in the dry down. So I think if you like those type of scents, I think you could wear this and it'll be fine. I just personally think this maybe leans more towards the women's side, at least in my association here. Now, performance on this was absolutely beastly. It was incredible. The projection is beastly, beastly, and the longevity is also beastly. It lasts over 12 hours easily, and even after a shower. So if you like strong scents, you will like this. If you're a little bit gun shy with strong scents, spray at a distance. Now, one thing I will say about this is, because this is a ladies' scent, I think some ladies out there are asking, is this sexy or is this classy? What is this like? Where is it like on that kind of spectrum? I think this is more on the classy side. This to me smells more ladylike. It smells a little bit more older as well. It doesn't smell super young, and I like that. When I say that, it doesn't smell old, but it smells like a lady. And that's one thing that I really love about this. It's not sexy, but it's beautiful. I love that kind of ladylike quality that this has. At least in my imagination, it has this beautiful type of refined type of scent for a woman. And I really am attracted to that. It is a gorgeous scent that is very intense and almost has this chewy-like quality to it. And what I mean by that is there's something about the texture of the scent that has a chewiness to it. Now, I don't really know other than that how to say it. The oud in this brings this almost a rubberiness to it, almost a slight plasticiness to it. I say all those things and I don't mean that it smells plasticky. I don't mean that it smells rubbery, but it's just the note list in here brings this kind of texture to it that is very different than other fragrances out there. I think the name is really great. It does remind me somewhat of a silky smooth type of scent. All the edges are very smooth here and it's very, very nice. I also really like the dry down of this too. As I mentioned, it slowly peels away the layers, leaving you one by one, slowly getting into the different accords. The last phase of this scent is the kind of patchouli and cedar note here that I think is great. There's some wisps of some vanilla still remaining there, but it's mostly that Javanese patchouli with the cedar that smells great. Very woody, slightly patchouli type of scent. It's a masterful scent that I think is beautiful and definitely deserving of the Creed name. If you're a lady out there looking for this type of ladylike scent, this is that. With that, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Fragrance X. Fragrance X is an online reseller that sells thousands of legitimate products for a discounted cost. If you're considering buying a fragrance, definitely check out Fragrance X. I'll have a link down below to them as well as a coupon. But also check out Rakuten.com. Rakuten.com is a website that offers you a rebate with every purchase that you make through their website. They actually have a deal with Fragrance X that offers you a certain percentage in rebates just by buying through Rakuten. So I'll have a link down below to them as well. Definitely check out Fragrance X and Rakuten together. Great. But what do you think of this fragrance? I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. And if you want to go watch another video where I ranked all the Creed fragrances, go watch it up there. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with the Fragrance Bros. Bye.